You may have heard so many times that the future isn't yours to see. But what if I told you that you can see your future clearly in this present? Your future is all yours to see today. Oh yes, you can foretell your future before it arrives. I am not trying to pull your leg. I know that after watching this video, trust me, you'll become a believer. We wish to know what will work and what wouldn't, but we fail to know how the system works. Are you wondering what system I'm talking about? Just hold on. Shareholders buy stock. They examine the feasibility and approximate their profitability before making venture into a business, because any step taken without caution can be of great loss to him or her. But guess what? In this world, no matter how careful the steps you are taking, nothing is guaranteed. Nevertheless, we try anyways. So, in this life, you are a shareholder in many spheres and you are accountable for where you stick your stocks. Whatever you do either count as loss or gain to you. But there is this assurance that Matthew 6 verse 20 gives of a place where there is nothing except total guarantee for your stocks. And that is with God. And this is the system you have to work with. Now, you know what system I was referring to. So are you wondering whether there are divine instructions that guide you to the right partner? Well, yes. Here are some signs from God that you should watch out for if you want to know the future today. 1. The relationship with someone will work if you fear God. A man who fears God is one who has come to the understanding of the vanity of life. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 7. He knows that many have come and gone, but there is God who remains through ages. Isn't he worthy of being feared? Fear isn't about you cowering away from him. No, this is about drawing closer to him in reference. And a man who fears God will always be found in his presence. Fearing God is an attribute that every godly person should imbibe. 1 Peter 2 verse 17. If this man fears God, then know that your relationship will work, because the things that most times end relationships are based on sin, such as infidelity and physical abuse. A man who fears God will remain faithful to his woman and treat her right, and she won't wish to leave. 2. He practices what he speaks. In 1 John 3 verse 18, we are told to not just love in word neither in tongues, but in deed and truth. For words are vain without action. In this life, love is not just only about the feeling of heartbeat skipping, neither of merely saying I love you, but in the actions that follow the caring and sharing which can be expressed even when the feeling of being in love is absent. That is, there will be moments when his heartbeat won't skip and his lips will be too heavy in uttering lovely words. Now in such moments, what does this man do? He still goes on to love you by his deeds. A man who practices what he speaks is in line with James 1 verse 22, which states that, if one hear alone without doing, one is surely deceiving oneself. A man who has been practical is a man who has heard the word and he is abiding by it. And a relationship with this man is sure to work. 3. The relationship with someone will work if he does not lie. Wow, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. Proverbs 12 verse 22. Did you hear that? Abomination. God does not like lies, and he won't guide you towards a liar. When Ananias and Sapphira lied in Acts 5 verse 3 and 8, we are told that they both died as a result of that deceit. A man who lies to you is sure to be unfaithful to God, because in Matthew 25 verse 45, Jesus Christ said that whatever one does to his or her fellow human beings are as well done to him. The father of all lies, as we all know, is the devil, and he hasn't retired even for a second. A man who tells the truth at all times may seem to the world as being foolish, but what counts the most is what God thinks of him, and as such your relationship will work. A truth speaker is a peace giver. Truth will save your relationship more than anything you would ever think of, because the truth set things free. 4. The relationship with someone will work if he is a positive influence to you. I can't help but think of Ananias and Sapphira. Were they birds of the same feather who met and flocked together? Or was one corrupted by the other? That is why in this journey of life you have to find a companion who will make you thrive. God will never send you a man who will corrupt your good habits of praying, praising, and doing good. Therefore, consider your spiritual growth and emotional state since he came into your life. An impressive result shows that he is of good to your life and God is telling you that your relationship will work. Constantly keep in mind 1 Corinthians 15 verse 33. It says, "Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners, but a righteous will be a delight and the light in your life." 5. The relationship with someone will work if he has self-control. This is really very important. Self-control is one of the fruits of the Spirit according to Galatians 5 verse 23. A self-controlled life might not be a perfect life, but it leads to perfection. This is because a man who is self-controlled will learn to abstain from sexual pleasure out of wedlock with you or anybody. There will be times when you hurt him and flesh might be compelling him to retaliate, which of course will escalate whatever problem there was. But the Spirit of God tells him to forgive, and so he lets bygones be bygones. There are times the pressures of life will get him frustrated, but his self-control helped him manage it in order not to pour the unhealthy parts of the baggage on you which comes with anger. He remains positive even in the bleakest situation. He glorifies God in the storm. Such a man God knows is worth making a relationship work. From the above, you can ascertain your future how lit it can be when you have a man who shows these qualities. Be ready for a relationship that will work. Yeah, so dear shareholder, go ahead and place all your stocks in it because this one, God is saying, will work. This man who you want to spend your life may not be perfect, but as long as he fears God and loves you, you know there is hope for a fine future together. You can be a seer of your future once you allow God oversee your life. Enjoy.